This reading is for the new year of 2022 for Sagittarius. Hello, Sag. I hope things are going good so far. We are at the beginning of a whole new trip around the sun. And I'm going to be looking at some of the energies that are going to be coming into play for you this year. But first I want to talk a little bit about some of the wonderful qualities of being a Sagittarius. And you are a fire sign. And I think the word I want to use for your sign is you are interested. Sagittarians can be interested in everything around them. Interested in ideas, philosophies, people, interested in other cultures, interested in politics. They are interested. They're fire. They burn, oftentimes for knowledge, adventure. When they're on, they love being the life of the party. I have actually seen situations where people just want to eat Sagittarius up. Because there's an infectious enthusiasm when, a Sag is really burning bright. And you just add a lot to this life we live. Okay, let's see what's coming up for you this year. Let's look at the energy that's supporting you. So this is the Six of Pentacles. This is a very positive card. It's not overwhelming or anything. It's very much about if you've gone through difficult times in the last while, the balance is coming back. This is a 6. It represents, daylight after a dark time. It represents feeling stable after feeling really unstable for a while. When it comes to relationships in your life, this is a supportive energy saying, this year you should be able to feel more on equal footing with the important relationships you have in your life. And it's just a really good card of stability and balance, especially if you've gone through some crazy times. The challenge for you is to, this year, put into practice what you're thinking about. So when I look at these two messages together, what it says to me is that it's time to just get a little bit more grounded and bring in some practical magic here. And it's, especially if you've been going through crazy times, or if you feel like you got out of a situation recently that was sort of making you feel trapped. You may feel a little hesitant about committing to anything right now. And that doesn't mean just relationship. It may mean a job, a new job, any situation. Fundamentally, Sag, you're never trapped. If you're in a situation right now where you are feeling somewhat trapped, you can always work within that situation if you can change some of the parameters of it to get what you want. So in love this year, you have the Devil. Don't be scared. This is a very passionate card. You really don't want to be in a romantic relationship, at least most of us, that doesn't have this energy in it, because otherwise it's just platonic. This is that feeling of really being attached to and wanting to be with someone, really good chemistry, a lot of fire. I always say another word for love is obsession. Now, you don't want to go too far with this, though. So you want this in your relationships, but you don't want it to be the primary energy, because then it just really consumes you. So I will say this, some of you this year may really be feeling consumed with another person or a relationship. Now, whether or not that goes too far, I'm not sure. But this is not a negative. This is actually in its place a positive. Starting new things, starting new projects, starting a new job. The word is start. When it comes to career or life path, however you define that part of your life, there is an energy saying, if you have an idea and you step out and you try to make it real, it depends on how much energy you put into it. If you start it and ignore it, it's not going anywhere. If you actually don't even do anything with your idea, it's going to die. This is a very powerful but somewhat fragile energy when it comes to trying to make an idea real, especially if it's something that eventually you'd like to be putting a lot of time into to get benefit from, whether that's monetary or otherwise. So don't kill your dream before it starts. Don't start your dream and then ignore it. Because if you put energy into this, it will grow and become something really significant. Let's see what else the cards have to say to you for 2022. Wow, wow, wow. So, this is the traditional fame card, okay? So for those of you who are working on something, you're trying to get recognized for it, that's what this is about. This is about working on something, investing in an idea, a business, a project, and this is being seen for that. So I'm going to say go for it, especially when I look at that last message, which was that Page of Pentacles saying, don't ignore the dream, don't abandon the dream, because if you invest in it, it could really come true, especially if it's something that you're looking to be seen for, an idea that you want to bring out into the world. This energy is here again. It's not to be ignored. The dream wants to live. Wow, okay. Interesting. So, as we move forward in the year, there's going to be more and more of a sense of direction or purpose. So you go from feeling like you're afraid to rock the boat to just doing what you need to do to get what you want, but not in a bad way. With the Chariot as your outcome, this means that you can do whatever you put your mind to. So this is a great year for putting ambition into play, all right? Now, when I look over at your relationship sector, definitely some of you have gone through some sort of either difficult time period or ending when it comes to relationship. And what this is saying is that you are on the road to recovery. Now, you may not be where you want to be yet, happy in another relationship, whatever that may look like, but you definitely are out of like the dark times. So the good news is that what's coming after this is the Lover's card. So don't panic. This is excellent. This means this is like actually a pretty significant relationship. So for those of you that are single or newly single, have no fear. Love is again approaching. For those of you in a long-term relationship that maybe went through some hard times, this is great for recommitting to yourself and each other. So overall, 2022 looks powerful. and I think you're going to have a really good year. Make sure that you're having fun, and also don't be afraid to be ambitious. And when it comes to relationship, you know, everything's a journey, and the outcome looks very, very good. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please subscribe, and please check back in at the beginning of every week. I do a weekly vibe check. Bye.